What's happening, YouTube? Where we at with tonight in these YouTube streets, man? Tonight, man, I'm gonna be tapping in, man. And I'm gonna be speaking on this Charleston White and this Up There podcast, Loon. But before we get started, man, I'd like to welcome everybody back to the OG Perspective. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you stopping in. Y'all do me a favor, smack that subscribe button. And to all my leaders that subscribe to the channel, man, y'all already know it's love. I hope everybody blessed and highly favored, such as myself. And let's just get straight to it, man. Today, man, I don't know if y'all heard of the podcast, man, but it's a big podcast. It's called It's Up There Podcast, man. And the host, his name Loon. And I be tapping into him. Matter of fact, I'm subscribed to the channel. But he had Charleston White on as a guest recently. And if y'all don't know by now, you know, I know it's going around. I know it's big talk in the in the YouTube circles right now. But Charleston White walked out the interview, right? Excuse me. And he walked out before the interview was over, man. He basically asked for his check, man. Basically, he was through talking, man. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I got a lot from out of that interview up until the point where he walked out, And what I mean by I got a lot, a lot of us, we new to this YouTube and this content creation. I know I am, you know what I mean? But I also know everybody was once a beginner. And my thing was with Charleston White, I ain't got no personal issue with him, but, he ain't my type of dude. You get what I'm saying? And I was always saying in my head, why dudes allow Charleston White on their platforms, you know what I mean? Dudes not being real, genuine. They basically trying to run their numbers up, and niggas will do anything to get their views and their numbers up. Because Charleston White done been in the presence of a few dudes that, I wouldn't thought he would even be invited on their channel. And even some of my home team dudes that I had respect for out of Dade County done been in pictures and done had Charleston White on their platform, man. And like I said, he's speaking on his YouTube persona, and he's saying this, he be in character, And basically, I understand that, but at the same time, he still ain't my type of dude. He ain't cut from the cloth that I'm cut from. I don't feel like. And far as his past, I look at his past and what he did. I ain't talking about the YouTube character. I'm talking about the real character. He got himself in some trouble as a youth offender, and he ratted on his homeboys. So that right there, we not the same. You get what I'm saying? But far as he ain't tell on me, far as him being a man and what he doing on the YouTube, he be doing some outlandish shit, but at the same time, he be speaking some real shit right in between them lines, right? So some things I identify with and some things I don't. But I used to always say to myself, man, if I was to get that nigga on my show, I'd pay him to come on my show, and I basically ask him, like, how does it feel to be labeled as a rat? How does it feel to, snitch on your homeboys at an early age? And then how is life after ratting? How it's been for you? I be coming at him with those type of questions. And like I said, nothing personal, but if he was to be on my platform, that's how I be coming at him, business-wise. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, it wouldn't be nothing personal. I just coming because I want to interview a rat. And what's the mentality mind of a rat? What's the emotions that a rat, feel after he do these type of things and get, what they call it? What's the word for it? Disfranchised, disconnected from the community when the community don't want you around no more. How does that feel, or the community labeling you as a rat? You know what I mean? How you sleep at night. But I see now, And this is what I learned from watching this interview with Loon. I done learned that Charleston White not going to allow you, even if you paying him, he not going to allow you to put him in that hot seat. You get what I'm saying? And he basically told Loon, man, do like everybody else. Pay me. Let me come on here and pop my shit off and get off. And you get your views, I get my bag, and I keep it moving. But basically, I'm not going to sit up here and let you try to put me off in the hot seat. And you know what? If I wouldn't have seen this interview, if I would have paid to get Charleston White on my channel, it would have went wrong. Because I already see how he playing his cards now. So that's what I mean by I learned something. Because I see how Charleston White playing his cards. So if anybody else done seen this, don't bring Charleston White on your show and think you're going to get off on him. Because he's not going to allow you to get off on him. He going to control the narrative when he come on that show, when you pay him. And that's what it is. So that's what I got out of it and I learned. And as far as Loon, I'm going to give Loon a little respect for trying it, right? But when you come at a nigga, I think he underestimated Charleston White. And when you come at a nigga like that, because Charleston White riding on a high horse right now, he a big thing in this content, in this media world right now. And Loon, he a big thing too. He done made his way. He done earned his bones. And his channel, he got some shit going on. So he a heavy hitter also. Don't get it fucked up, right? But at the same time, I think he underestimated Charleston, man, because with a nigga like that, you can't come soft pressing. And I think Charleston felt that soft press, that undertone, he tried to ease that shit in there, and Charleston snapped on that shit. So for all y'all looking at that, go and check the video out, man. You can learn something from it. And that's where the shit went left for Loon and his channel, because he was trying to soft press Charleston, man. If you gonna press a nigga, you press a nigga. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no other way around it, and get to it. Because if you soft press a nigga, and especially a nigga like Charleston White, and he fuck around and peep what you trying to do, he gonna turn the table on it, and you gonna come up with the worst end of the stick. And that's what it looked like happened to Loon far as the OG concerned. Because my perspective is he went on there, he got Charleston on there, he paid Charleston to come, but he tried to sneak that shit in and trying to tell Charleston he can't talk about Young Thug and this, that, and the third. And that shit went left. And Charleston peeped that shit. So I'm going to give Charleston White that, right? He peeped game and he went at that shit, and Loon basically couldn't recover. He really ain't had nothing for Charleston White, because he underestimated him. He didn't know that shit was gonna go left like that. You get what I'm saying? So Charleston basically, he got Loon almost all the way out of character, man. But Loon reeled himself back in. So like I said, respect to him, man. Respect to the channel. He reeled himself back in, man. And he ain't let Charleston get him all the way out there. But I'm quite sure he learned the lesson from that. And he still put the video out. You know, I would have put it out too, being that I done spent my money. You get what I'm saying? So I would have put it out too, man. But at the end of the day, man, y'all need to understand, Charleston White done blowed up off of this shit, and he telling you right in your face, man, he's a character, and this what he doing. And right now, he one of the biggest things on this internet right now, man. And like I said, it's a lot of niggas done sold they soul just to get that man on their podcast to try to run the numbers up. And like I said, I'm surprised by a few dudes that really went that route, man. But y'all check this snippet out of what Charleston White saying about him in his internet. Check this shit out.
To do with that kid. So homie, when I get on the internet, I'm coming to the internet for content creation and to play an internet character. I tweaked the character after I seen Dolomite. When I come off this motherfucker, I'm Mr. Charleston.
Yeah.
I'm Daddy. And I'm in the club fucking with Ho. I ain't an internet character in real life. That's only for y'all on the internet. Because I know most.
Nah, I done been around you. I know that. What I'm saying, but what we doing is we unpacking the conversation.
So I don't come to the internet to unravel characters. I come to hurt feelings.
Now, y'all see what I'm saying? Charles
so you telling me
trying to tell everybody that he's a shock jock, you know, something like Howard Stern was back in the days. You get what I'm saying? So he know what he doing, and he get on here with shock value. But at the end of the day, he's a real life, you know, youth offender, baby rat that's done rolled up to be real. You get what I'm saying? So he still ain't my type of nigga per se. You get what I'm saying? But he basically trying to tell y'all basically what his claim to fame was on this internet. You get what I'm saying? And what I noticed though, I think it's a little deeper than that, but I could be tripping. But y'all get in the comments, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. But I think like this here, man. I think in this era right here for a nigga like Charleston White to be running around and talking as much shit as he been talking, just like a few other dudes, and all on running the same circle, I think all these niggas is like plugged in with the government, man. I ain't no theory type nigga, man, because a nigga would have been did something to Charleston White. So I think some people know some things, and that's why he off limits. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really been fucking with him. Even the most ignorant niggas see that nigga and they let that nigga ride. So when have you ever seen that type of shit that a nigga can be instigating and talking so disrespectful, then a little nigga at that talking greasy? You get what I'm saying? To all type of real life gangsters. You get what I'm saying? And a nigga allowed this nigga to still move around how he moving around out here today. And a nigga ain't really touched Charleston yet to this day. And a nigga ain't gonna touch him. Because I think everybody already know, man, that man is running with them people. He plugged in with them people some type of way. And just like a few more of them dudes, all on working the same circle, that the OG tell it, man, all them niggas tied in with them people, man. And it is what it is. If you think I'm tripping, get in the comments, man. Let me know, man. But if you rocking with the OG and what I'm saying, man, hit that subscribe button. Get in the comment section and let me know if you feel what the OG's putting down right now, man. Because this shit is just too crazy out here right now off in these YouTube streets, man. And a lot of these dudes was dominating in these YouTube streets is just like Charleston White claimed himself to be, shark jocks and lame niggas speaking on so-called gangster niggas of today's time. These some of the biggest platforms and content creators what's going on this YouTube right now, man. And these the dudes who are running these type of channels right here. And all of them, for the biggest of the biggest, is lame niggas and they suspect niggas. And it is what it is, man. And matter of fact, y'all look out for my new channel, man. I'm going to be dropping a new channel, man. Because if these mark ass niggas gonna get on here with this shock jock shit, you get what I'm saying? I'm finna switch up and I'm finna go off into a character too, man. You get what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna be no Charleston White type shit, man. It's gonna be the OG unfiltered perspectives, man. So y'all tune in and y'all look out for that, man. And like I said, I got that merch on deck, man. Y'all see the advertisement right up there, man. So y'all go, y'all want to support the OG, man. Y'all pull up the fourth wall, man, and y'all cop some of my merch, man, to support the channel, man. Let me know y'all rocking with the OG, man. And y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this here, man. That did Loon play himself by trying to, get Charleston White on the podcast and then try to soft press him? Or do y'all think, he did what he was supposed to do, man? Or do you agree with the OG, man? Because the OG feel like, I think he was trying to soft press Charleston White, trying to tell Charleston White he can't talk about Young Thug, this, that, and the third. And I think Charleston White peeped that shit, man. And basically, he went to going off, and he went to, disrespecting Loon. How can you say it? He was disrespecting them in a nice, I guess you could say a nice type of way. That ain't the word I'm looking for, but he got off on Loon, man, and he damn near got Loon out of his motherfucking character, man. If y'all understand what I'm saying, y'all rocking with me, man. Like I said, y'all get in the comments, man. Y'all let the OG know how y'all feel about this thing. If y'all feel how I feel, if not, voice your opinion, man. Because like I said, this is just the OG perspective, man. And at the end of the day, the moral of the story is, man, never underestimate the next motherfucking man, even though you in power. You get what I'm saying? Because shit can go left just like it just did, man. And y'all already know my motto, man. I'ma keep dropping just as long as y'all keep watching. This the OG perspective, and I'm out.